Have you ever experienced grief? Do you feel lost because of the loss of a loved one? Do your children depend on you to stay strong and continue to press on in spite of how you're feeling? Or do you just not want to continue on or find it difficult to make it through the day because you just lost someone special?
I was good on my own, that's the way it was. That's the way it was. You was good on the low for a favor. I'm so petty love.
Hello everyone, my name is Latoya and welcome back to Inspo with Latoya. Today we will be discussing motherhood and grief and ways you can begin to heal from your loss. But before we get started, I have a free gift for you, but you'll have to wait until the end of the video to find out what it is. On this channel, we discuss fitness, self-improvement, and self-love. So, if that's your type of content, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I post videos every Wednesday. So, let's get into it. Motherhood is joyful, but at the same time, it can be very frustrating. I mean, you have a little version of you wanting and depending on, well, you. You try to be the best mom you can and want to give your children the world. You want them to be better and do better than you ever did. You want them to be better for themselves, to have a good life. You want them to succeed in everything. You want to be there and be the best mom you can, but experiencing grief at the same time is very difficult, to say the least. You want to be there for your kids and give them the world, but at the same time, how can you? You don't want your kids to see you down, and at times you even have to stay strong. Comfort them and let them know that everything will be okay. You may not even believe it yourself, but you have to stay strong. You just have to stay strong. However, at times, it's okay to just let them see you cry. There's no harm in that. Let them know crying is okay. You are human, and we all experience different emotions. It can give them the opportunity to put a smile on your face. I know that has happened to me quite a few times. For me, my husband passed in 2020 and definitely took me, not just myself, but my daughter by surprise as well. I thought I would have more time with him. Strange thing is, he knew something wasn't right when he kept experiencing stomach pains. He even mentioned cancer. But every time he went to the doctor, they say they couldn't find anything, that he was okay. I kept telling him to go to Johns Hopkins. But men, they can be hard-headed at times. So he finally listened. He developed a boil on his stomach. So that's what made him finally go. But that's when they found it. A tumor on his pancreas. But it spread to his liver as well. And different parts of his body. He had to do chemo. It seemed to be helping at first, but then they tried a new treatment because he developed neuropathy in his hands and his feet. And things started to go downhill from there. They figured the new treatment wasn't working, so they switched him back to the old treatment. But by that time, it was too late. It didn't help him anymore. He was in and out of the hospital. The last time he went in, they told me he only had a couple weeks to live. And all we could do at this point was just make him comfortable. He wanted to do his hospice at home. And a couple weeks later, he passed. Let me tell you, having to tell your child that her father passed away was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. Explaining to a then 5-year-old that her father is in heaven and she'll never be able to see him again, while mourning but trying to be strong for her, was beyond difficult. Thank God we had family and friends over to help us during that time. If it wasn't for them, I have no idea what I would have done. No idea what I would have done. Motherhood and grief, they are both very challenging in itself. Whether you experience the death of your spouse, your parent, your child, anyone. I can't even imagine the death of my child, to be honest, but yes, it's very difficult, especially if you are close to that person. It affects people differently. But yes, motherhood and grief are both very challenging in itself. But when you combine the two, it becomes very complicated. I felt so lost. I didn't know what to do. And because of that, I did some crazy things. After things were all said and done, I decided I needed some help. And I made the decision to seek counseling. I had to begin to prioritize myself and make better decisions for both me and my children. But like I said, we all experience grief differently and go through life differently. No one can tell you how to feel or what they would have done or what we should have done until they experience it for themselves. Everyone is different and makes different decisions throughout their life. No one, and I mean no one, has a one-size-fits-all for life. Therefore, experience life and grief at your own pace. Live your life the best you can without regrets. Stand by your decisions no matter what. Okay, you may have made some mistakes and done some crazy things, but stand confidently in your decisions. We all make mistakes. No matter what it may have been, we all make mistakes in our lives. Some bigger than others, but we all have to face them. And we all have to face the consequences. But the important thing is that you learn from them. Be the best mom you can be while you're going through. Your children may be going through too. So, comfort them when they need it. Remember, the best comforter of all is Jesus. If you don't already know, he works through people too. So, in the links below, you will find a free book, yes, free, that will give you more ways to help with life's biggest challenges and ways you can overcome them. So, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel because it definitely helps me in the YouTube algorithm. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk to y'all soon. Peace out.
You